because it's not about black and white. It's not about skin tone. To be honest with you, the only thing that it's really about is it is about souls. It is about and it's about souls mostly, but it's also about I want to say teaching, but I don't think that's It is about, what is it about? It's right on the tip of my tongue. It's more so about, teaching is not the word that I'm looking for. It's about it's about leading by example. It's about not demand. It is about simple communication. Communication is everything. It's about being the voice of reason. There it is. So I had to find what it is I was trying to say. I had to go back to my notes because, I have my notes, but then I start to drift off and just let my higher self speak. And so, as a parent, it's not your job to demand, it is your job to be the voice of reasoning. Listen to them. Like, you don't have to, because they have their own souls, they have their own missions, they have their own paths, and it might not be what it is that you want for them, and that's okay. As parents, we have to understand that is okay. It's okay for them to have their own path. It's okay for them to have their own missions. It's okay for them to say no. Is that rain? I think that might be rain. It kind of like did something to me. I don't know. Okay, yeah, so that was rain. Where was I? Yeah, it's okay for them to have their own mind, to want to do what it is that they want to do, that their soul is recognizing that they're here to do. We just have to simply support them. And supporting them, it means being the voice of reasoning. Simple, being the voice of reasoning. Understanding that, okay, they want to make this decision. If they choose to make this decision, they might not have a full solution. Just because their soul is leading them to make a decision doesn't mean that they have a solution. So, okay, if you have this solution and this is something that you really, really, really want to do, your job is to say, okay, son, okay, daughter, what is your solution? Do you know how far you want to go with this? Okay, if they don't know, then you try your best, to the best of your ability, to help them find a solution, to help them go within, to find their true selves, because at the end of the day, there's always an end of the day. And the end of the day, it is always to find your true self, to find your higher self, to find what purpose that you bring to this world. You are here to help them become aware of who they are, to become aware of their purpose in this life, whether it's to dance, to teach, to draw, to speak, to build, to whatever that is, to entertain, whatever that is. You help them find that, and you teach them, you show them, you tell them about your experience. Trying to hide your childhood from your child is not going to help them. You help them so that they don't have to go through that. Like, use your voice. So that they're not afraid to use their voice. Teach them that their voice is important. It's very important to speak your mind. It's very important to voice your opinion. When you use your voice, it teaches others around you that they cannot play in your energy. It teaches others around you that they have to respect your boundaries. They have to respect how you feel. It's very important that a person respects how you feel, because if they will try to walk over your emotions, and in doing so, they will put you in a mental box to make you feel as though you don't. See, I see this with a lot of parents. Like, I've seen parents talk to their children in a way that hurts me. Like, if you're calling them these things and you're saying these things to them, how do you expect them to feel as a child? And then they grow up feeling like this. And so they grow up with not only mental imbalance, but emotional imbalance, because they're looking at, if the person who took care of me as a child felt this way about me, even though you might not feel like that about them. You might just talk reckless like that, and you were just reckless with an innocent soul, and you damage them in a way to where they grow up to be damaged adults. And so I see this a lot. And then, like I said at the beginning of the whatever this is, the topic, I get a lot of pushback because I don't agree with certain things, especially when it comes to children. And I speak to them as if they're gods. I speak to them as if they are precious. I speak to them as if I want to know what they think. I want to know how their soul feels. And I don't know. I think as adults, we should really consider the things that we say to children, how we talk to children. Don't get me wrong, I am a little rough around the edges. I'm not saying that I'm perfect. I speak my mind, and I'm very vocal, and I'm vocal to the point where I'm free. I am free. Like,